We see a lot of woodworking products on Instagram, and this is one that I saw. I saw this over on my buddy Mike's channel. That's Broken Lead Woodworks, so shout out to Mike. This is actually a good one. I feel like most of the ones we see are absolute crap. This is from Massca. It's their case clamp. Might look similar to something you've seen before, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I saw this. I reached out to him. I said, send me a couple of them so I can check them out and we can make a video. And turns out they're really good. So we have a couple cabinets right here. We're going to show you how they work and how they might work in your shop. So in our shop, we build basically only frameless cabinets. We do inset every now and then, but we like to build European frameless cabinets. We have a couple cabinets here for my buddy Keith at Blackthorn Concepts. We're building the kitchen for him right now. And we like to mock everything up in the shop. And then also on install, we need to screw all of our cabinets together. So you can see here, our cabinets. They're out of flush on the top, they're out of flush on the face. So our typical workflow would be to grab a couple squeeze clamps. So we use just like a 6-inch squeeze clamp, clamp them together to get a little bit of tension, and then we'll sort of knock them around until they're flush on the face and flush on the top, using our adjustable legs to get them at the same height. What these do is they sort of make that a much easier process. So they're gonna use these 2 clamps. This one will flush out the top. This one will squeeze the sides together, and you have a reference here so that you can get them in the same plane. And this is very similar to like the clamps that were made by Pony for inset cabinets. They sort of had like a hook that would hook the backside of the face frame and pull everything flush. Had a little pilot hole spot, but these are more suited for European frameless cabinets. So what we'll do here is we'll get set up so I can actually get up into this cabinet. We can show you how they work. Have our cabinets here, and they're definitely way whacked out. They're nowhere near where they need to be. You know, you could try and hold it where you need it and get your clamp on there and drill your pilot hole and screw it in. But with these, so let's see, we'll back this out. So this is for your top, this for the side. And something I really like about this is so we have our opening here for a 6-inch drawer face. That's our standard setup. The slides are already in there. We can put this in. So first we'll tighten the top down a little bit. We don't want to like fully snug this down yet because we're still going to clamp the sides. We can clamp the sides. Now in this situation, you're going to have to like turn the handle, because we're so close to the top. So let's get the tops flushed out. You can feel nice and flush. Now on the face, I had a mallet. On the face here, because we were so far out, we're gonna have to tap that a little bit till we go flush. You can feel right here. There is this plate here, and you can use that to actually get them coplanar. So you might not want to hit that from very far out. You might dent your edge banding, but if you're close, you can hit the front of this and it's going to flush everything out because it has this flat reference here. So we're flush here, we're flush here. Now we can drill our pilot hole. So you see, we still, even with this drawer slide here, we still have enough room to put our screw. Some guys like to go through their drawer slide. We prefer to sort of go right over here. Drill our pilot hole. Run in the screw. Right? Now, we like to put a screw in the middle and one at the bottom. So now we're going to do left to right. So what you do is you rotate this 90 degrees. Now our reference surface is here and this pad. So again, we can push this flush up against the face. And we don't have double references now, but now that we have some tension, we can tap. If we want, we can actually take this one and move it down. So this can now come down here. We want to have a little more pressure. So those are nice and tight together. Take our countersink, drill ourselves a couple holes. Get one down here. Run in a couple screws. And these are very strong. You know, they have a lot of clamping force. It has the Acme thread, just like the Dubuque clamps that we love so much. So there you go, nice and flush, all through the face, all on the top. I mean, you could even use this on the bottom if you had enough height on your toe kick. So you could flush out the bottom of the cabinet, you know, the same way we did the top. It's going to be a little bit tight on a standard 4-inch toe kick, but same principle, you know. You can tighten that down and make sure the bottom's flush, but typically you're going to work from the top. Hopefully if the top is flush, the bottom is flush because your cabinet sides are the same length, hopefully. But I think it works really great. You know, I used those pony clamps in the past. I actually, when I became a cabinet installer, it was one of the first things I bought, and I thought I would use it all the time, but they never really worked that great. The thread is really thin and sort of flimsy. These handles are super thin. And, you know, they ended up just collecting dust. I ended up throwing them away. But these are great, nice and heavy duty. It's all aluminum. You have these nice brass handles, like I said, the Acme threads. And having these, you know, coplanar surfaces is really handy to get everything flushed up. So I think they're definitely worth checking out. They're, I think they're about $99 a pair, so they're not cheap, but they seem like a quality product. And I thought it was really cool. I was excited when I saw them. I was excited to try it out. And it's something that we're working into our install workflow now. So we'll put a link in the description for Massca. You can check them out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'll talk to you next week.